ਹਾਂਜੀ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਕਲਾਸ 11th ਕਮਰਸ ਅਕਾਊਂਟੈਂਸੀ ਚੈਪਟਰ 1 ਯੂਨੀਮੈਕਸ ਦੀ ਬੁੱਕ ਚੋਂ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਟੂ ਅਕਾਊਂਟਿੰਗ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਆਬਜੈਕਟਸ। ਆਫਟਰ ਸਟੱਡਿੰਗ ਦਿਸ ਚੈਪਟਰ you would be able to understand bookkeeping meaning, accounting meaning, objectives, advantages and limitations, branches of accounting, difference between bookkeeping and accountancy, accounting as source of information, use of accounting, accountancy both internal as well as external, qualitative characteristics of accounting information, basic accounting terms। ਚਲੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਚੈਪਟਰ ਨੂੰ। ਫਸਟ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬੁੱਕ ਕੀਪਿੰਗ। Bookkeeping is recording of financial transaction of business in a methodical manner so that information of any point in relation to them may be quickly obtained. A bookkeeper may be responsible for keeping all the financial record of a business or only a minor segment such as maintenance of the customers, accounting and departmental store. Much of the work of a bookkeeper is clerical in nature and can be accomplished through the use of mechanical and electronic equipments. In the word of Andrew Monroe, bookkeeping is the art of applying the principles of accounting in the keeping of books of accounts. Similar views have been expressed by various financial experts and accounting authorities. According to Professor Carter, bookkeeping is the science and art of correctly recording in books of accounts all those business transactions that result in the transfer of money or money borrowed. According to L.C. Cropper, bookkeeping is the art of recording business transactions with the view of having a permanent record of them and showing their effect on wealth. Thus, bookkeeping is the art of recording in the books of accounts the monetary aspect of commercial or financial transactions. On the other hand, accounting is primarily concerned with the design of the system of records, the preparation of reports based on the recorded data and the interpretation of the reports, and finally communicating the results of the interpretation to the persons who are interested in such results. Accountants often direct and review the work of bookkeepers. Process of bookkeeping: identifying accounting transactions. All business transactions which are financial in nature and have documentary proof are accounting transactions. Emotions of love, patriotism and respect, non-economic activities do not find place in bookkeeping. Second, a share code of accounting transactions. The identified accounting transactions are passed through subsidiary books such as purchase book, sales book, return inward book, return outward book, bill receivable book, bill payable book, cash book and journal proper. Third, preparation of ledger accounts. All the transactions relating to a particular person, party or item are put together at one place under one head, which is known as its ledger account. With the help of subsidiary books and journal proper, all ledger accounts are prepared. Fourth, balancing ledger account. Ledger accounts are balanced. Example: the difference between the debit and credit side of the ledger account are ascertained. Ledger account reveal the balance of expenses, revenue, liability, capital and assets. Fifth, preparation of trial balance. With the balance shown by the ledger account, the trial balance is prepared. The dual aspect of every transaction is taken into account while passing journal entries and preparing subsidiary books, so the debit and credit balance of the trial balance must tally. The trial balance is prepared to check the arithmetical accuracy. If the debit side and credit side total of trial balance is not equal, then there must be certain errors. These errors are located and rectified. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਕਰੀਨਸ਼ਾਟ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। Next ਹੈ evolution of accounting. A systematic method of accounting evolved between 14th and 15th century in Geneva and Venice, Italian cities. Luca Piccoli, also known as Friar Luc del Borgo, wrote a book primarily on mathematics named Summa de Arithmetic, Geometric means review of arithmetic, geometry and proportions. In 1494, one of these chapters of this book briefly related to double entry system of bookkeeping. So he is widely regarded as the father of modern accounting. Meaning of accounting: bookkeeping is an art of recording the business transaction in the books of original entry and the ledgers. Accounting begins where bookkeeping ends. Accounting means the compilation of accounts in such a way that one is in a position to know the state of affairs of the business. The work of an accountant is to analyze, interpret, and review the accounts and draw conclusions with a view to guide the management in chalking out the future policy of the business. American Accounting Association defines accounting as the process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information to permit informed judgments and decisions by the user of the information. In the words of Smith and Ashwani, accounting is the science of recording and classifying the business transactions and events, primarily of a financial character, and the art of making significant summaries, analysis, and interpretation of this transaction and event and communicating the result to person who must make decision or form judgment. Accounting is a discipline which provides financial and other information essential to efficient conduct and evaluation of the activities of any organization. According to Lawrence H.C. Metzman and Albert Sullivan, accounting is the process of recording the changes in terms of increases and decreases in property or in rights to property and the analysis and interpretations of financial transactions. According to R.N. Anthony, an accounting system is a means of collecting, summarizing, analyzing, and reporting in monetary terms information about the business. It is very clear from the above definition that accounting is a science as much as it lays down directive principles and rules for recording and classifying all the business transactions. It is the art of accounting which is reflected in the process of preparation of accounting statements, its analysis and interpretation. This statement communicate to owners of the business as also the outside world in the business language, enabling them to understand intelligibly the affairs, financial or otherwise of any business unit. Hence, accounting is the language of business. Next is the characteristics of accounting. First, identification of the economic events. The events which have financial implication and which are relevant for accounting should be identified. This decision is based on materiality of an event. Second, classification of the business transaction. Classification of business transaction help in deciding the treatment of the transaction in accounting books. Third, measurement in terms of rupees. The non-monetary transaction should also be measured in terms of money. Example, calculation of depreciation on assets as a measure of its fall in value due to its constant use. Fourth, recording the business transaction. Business transactions should be recorded in the books according to their accounting implication. To reflect the proper treatment of the transaction, the accounting principle, policies, and procedures should be followed. Fifth, summarizing the business transaction. Accounting information should be recorded in a summarized manner so that business transaction become easy to interpret. Journal entries, ledger account, trial balance, profit and loss account, and balance sheet are summarized version of business transactions. Sixth, analyze and interpreting the business transaction. It involves preparation of various reports like purchase report, sale report, expense report, etc. It also includes relative measurement of variable like profit, expense, sale, etc. in terms of ratio and percentage. Analysis and interpretation help in business decision making process. Seventh, communication. Accounting information should be made available to internet and external users time to time so that they can understand the position of the business and can take proper decision for future dealing. ਨੈਕਸਟ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਆਬਜੈਕਟਿਵ ਆਫ ਅਕਾਊਂਟਿੰਗ। ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਵਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਜੇਕਰ ਚੈਨਲ 'ਤੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਏ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਿਓ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਅਕਾਊਂਟੈਂਸੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸਟੱਡੀਜ਼ ਵੀ। ਲਾਈਕ, ਕਮੈਂਟ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਿਓ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।